go ahead, raise your hand, get my attention.
Very disappointed in the result. Disappointed that in the second half with some momentum on the offense side of the ball, that we weren't able to get some critical stops on the defense side of the ball and give our offense an opportunity to tie this game and then take the lead. Disappointed, also excited about some of the things in progression that we saw on the offense side of the ball. We don't have time to hang our heads. We don't have time to feel sorry for ourselves. We're going into a short week. Maryland team that's coming off a bye week. We got to make sure that we're best, Friday evening and find a way to get back in our winning ways. Credit to Indiana, good football team. Kurt Signetti has done a great job.
Coach, how would you characterize the improvement that you saw in Jack from that Washington game to especially that second half today?
Yeah, I think it involves everybody. Got guys making some big-time plays. Some run game getting created, some courageousness out of him scrambling and picking up first downs with his feet. But I think you're starting to see some of the things that Jack is capable of when he's operating and guys around him are making plays for him.
Chris?
When you talk about the offensive execution, what parts of it do make you excited, especially after a game like today?
Yeah, no, I think having Cam Porter back is outstanding. Growth out of Joe Hyman. Caleb Komolafe seemed to be running with a little bit more confidence today, which was exciting to see. And then just some of the timing that you see on those completions, whether it be, a dig or a curl or a quick game, you can just see some rhythm starting to show up in our pass game.
Talking about Cam Porter, who's back this week, seemed to be a little limited. Was there like a snap count? Do you expect him to be back in full for Maryland?
Yeah, there wasn't a snap count. We were certainly going to be checking just to kind of see how he was transitioning back into live football coming off that injury. But I think what we saw this afternoon is a Cam Porter that's back at full strength and can anticipate him, being in his normal role.
Hey, Coach, you talked about your defense failing to get stops today. They had 529 yards, 41 points. What did you see on the defensive side that was the biggest problems?
Yeah, some miscommunications along the way, some poor tackling along the way, some third and 9 opportunities to get off the field that we don't get off the field, some RPO. We talked about finding ways to disrupt this quarterback and affect him. We weren't able to do that. He was very comfortable in the RPO game, very comfortable with the pictures that he was seeing, was able to really make decisions on what he was going to do, either hand the ball off or throw the RPO pre-snap. And against a good RPO team, you got to force that guy to process post-snap, and we weren't able to do that this afternoon.
Charlie? Coach, big Bryce Kurtz game today. Was it a point of emphasis before the game to get him the ball today?
Yeah, I think it was, it's easy to say, but it's players, not plays, right? And we got a lot of talented players on that side of the football. Excited to have Frank Covey back, C.J. Johnson, but I thought you saw A.J. and Bryce, really catch their rhythm today. Jack did a good job of getting them the ball.
What would you say was Jack's biggest improvement in terms of pocket presence and his ability to get out of the pocket and create extensions of plays?
Yeah, I think it was the decisiveness. There was a couple times I still think he can hang in the pocket, at times, a little bit longer. But when he did flush the pocket or climb the pocket, just taking off with his feet, it's so powerful on a 3rd and 7 when you can pick up just 7 yards and keep the chains moving. I mean, that nothing more frustrating for a defense coordinator. It's some of the decisiveness that I was happy to see.
Just kind of going off that with Bryce, AJ, what was working? I mean, this is a day where you really get the ball more going to the wide receivers instead of running backs and tight ends. So what was clicking there?
Yeah, I think it was a combination of, RPO, getting them the ball in space. It was a combination of quick game, some option routes. That's one piece of AJ's game that's really impressive. He's so versatile, and I think, Zach Lujan did a really good job of utilizing him in a lot of different ways today.
Coach, we talked about this secondary and its youth so much today, 196 yards after the catch. What do you think they're going to take from this, especially, as you said, heading into a short week with a good Maryland team on tap?
We got to get better. Got to take ownership and got to get better. At the end of the day, we'll always pride ourselves on stopping the run here at Northwestern, and Indiana, to their credit, was very balanced today. But at what cost are you selling on stopping the run? With RPO and play action shots, we got to get better. I mean, you can't look at what happened today and not look at it candidly and say we got a lot of work to do.
And then, Coach, Rourke had a pretty strong day today, and just that offense as a whole really clicked late, really just pushing the ball downfield. What made it so difficult for your defense today? Like, did they do anything specific, or like, what would you say was just like most disappointing to you of like Rourke's performance and just the team as a whole?
Yeah, not being able to affect them. They do a great job, but we weren't able to get them out of rhythm at any point. And the few times that we were and created third and long situations, we got an opportunity where we are hot, we're rolling, we get them to a 3rd and 8 or 3rd and 9. I mean, we get the ball back after 3 and out, and we may be having a very different conversation, and not be able to convert in that 3rd down situation. Even the times that we were able to, get them off schedule, they were able to pick up 3rd downs, and I have full confidence that we're going to get better. But disappointing the way that we weren't able to close out a game where we had some opportunities to make it a game and find a way to go win.
Couple more, Matt. I know it's a loss, but it might be the best complete game the offense has played. Did you see any kind of difference in confidence or strategy from Zach Lujan, or did you just kind of see this as kind of something that's been building?
Yeah, I think I've said it in here before. Breakthrough's coming. I truly believe that. I think we started to see some breakthrough today, and first time the staff's been together, new group, really excited about what's ahead for this group. And we are not satisfied with the result. There should be no one in that locker room that's feeling good about themselves coming off a loss. But I think the encouragement should be, okay, and the level we've seen the defense play at times, if we can put those two things together and continue to do what we're doing on special teams, like who can this group be, going in the back half of the season? And that's a challenge that I'm excited to lead and embrace as we go into Maryland.
And then, Coach, one of the reasons for the offensive success today, obviously the offensive line had a great day, blocking really well in both the pass game and the run game. After the Washington game, what did you see from them in their bounce-back performance today?
Yeah, Bill O'Boyle, he's the same guy every single day. He's going to coach you hard, he's going to push you, and he's going to love you. And he's going to care about you as a person. And I think those guys have bought into that. They know. I mean, we're kind of patching that thing together, and transfer and a couple injuries here, but like guys are just showing up and going to work. We've really challenged those guys, and you know what? Dang it, we're going to show up tomorrow, and I'm going to go challenge the heck out of them tomorrow night that they need to get their knees bent and get their pad level down. They got to move people on the line of scrimmage, and they got to communicate. But that group of guys, they keep working and keep improving. I'm excited about what we can do moving forward.
Last one, Chris.
So second half, Jack finds Bryce Kurtz for like 45 yards in that deep passing game. How far have you seen the deep passing game come, especially from a guy that's took over midseason? How important is it to kind of get that connection going, given Jack's ability with his legs?
Yeah, no, it's really important. It sets up all sorts of other opportunities within the offense. I think there's just a lot of room for growth in that space, but to see some of that stuff linking up should lead to some confidence going into this week.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, everyone.
Got one mic, so they're gonna have to share. Tom.
Jack, I thought today was a really strong performance by you. Even though you guys lost, it seemed like the offense as a whole really improved from Washington to now. What did you think, and what did you think of your own individual performance as well, of the steps that you've taken?
Definitely. I think, a big point of emphasis on the bye week was, be confident but be humble. Look at what you need to get better at. And we had a week. We had 3 practices to really go good on good, work on what we needed to work on. I worked on what I needed to work on. And the same emphasis. I think we kept building and building and building these last 2 weeks. Had a great 2 weeks of practice. There's opportunities for us, especially late in the game, to be better and to make plays and potentially go win that football game. But definitely, I'm proud of first of all, how hard our guys played. Those guys up front, they play hard every game. AJ, Bryce, all the other receivers, they bust their tail every play, even if it's a run play. And those running backs play great too, tight ends. So definitely excited to build on this performance. Understand we have to get better. Understand there's opportunities for us to go win the game late in the fourth, and we're excited to get better.
AJ, when you talk about just the opportunities you had, a couple touchdowns today, what were you looking for, especially when you got the ball in your hands, and how important was you to kind of make a play just kind of on your own, just kind of break a couple tackles? Do you think?
Yeah, I think that's big. Any guy on the offensive side of the ball, any guy when they get the ball in their hands, we got so many playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. You know, we want to be the guy to pull us out and make a play and be the guy that shifts the momentum of the game. Today it was me. You know, I pride myself on breaking tackles and doing extra after the catch, you know, getting that yak. And, you know, today it was definitely a step in the right direction for the offensive side. You know, the guys, we played hard, felt like we put our best foot forward, and definitely after watching the film, we're going to learn and try to get better from this.
Jack, you connected with Bryce 10 times today for 128 yards. How key is it for you guys to have that chemistry start clicking as it is now?
Yeah, that was awesome. I mean, it was a point of emphasis, obviously, you know, to play the concept, but to really get him going. That was awesome to see that result, and same thing with AJ. And we're excited to keep, you know, building that connection and keep getting better. You know, there's definitely opportunities that he could have had more, and I'll get better with that. But it was great to build that and to get that going, and we're really excited to keep getting better this Friday.
Jack, how did it feel having your best game of the season in front of a fully packed student section for the first time this season?
It was good. It was awesome. I mean, it was, you know, there's highs and lows with every football game. It was awesome as an offense to kind of find who we are, and to put, you know, 4 really great drives together in a row. And you know, it was fun. This was an electric atmosphere. The students came out. I thought the crowd was awesome. Obviously, you know, we want to win that game. This is why we're playing, is playing to win. And we're going to get better, and we're going to find ways to win games like that. But I thought it was a pretty electric atmosphere, and we're excited to, you know, play in more of those.
For Jack, this game might be the most complete game you guys have put together on offense. Did you sense any kind of, I don't know if change is the right word, but what was the conversation like with you and Coach Lujan throughout the process?
Yeah, I think it's just continuing to get better, continuing to kind of figure each other out, figure out what he likes to call, figure out what I like to do. You know, I think all experience is good experience. You know, I thought, you know, that game 2 weeks ago was obviously a tough result, but we got a ton better from that. And that was our focus, and I'm really encouraged by that, and that's going to be our same focus going forward. But it's really just an emphasis on staying ahead of the chains, you know, taking what's there, the big plays will come, and just chasing efficiency. And I thought we did a good job of that, and there's definitely a lot of room to keep getting better.
This is for each of you guys. Jack, I'll start with you. Joseph Hyman coming in for Cam Porter, taking over that playing time. Cam comes back, but he still made plays today, passing in the run game. How big is that for you in your own position? And same with you, AJ, just to have a guy like that learning how to play, but affecting him both the air and on the ground.
Oh, he's a dog. I mean, first of all, he's a leader in this football team. You know, every time he's on the field, like, guys follow him, even if he's not super vocal all the time. Like, he walks in a room, people listen. And then, you know, on the field, like, he played great. You know, he looked like he always does, especially down in the red area. Like, he's awesome to have down there. You know, I thought all our backs played great, and it was good to have him in there too to kind of complement each other. And we're excited to, you know, he's going to keep going. So.
AJ, you and Bryce combined for 195 yards through the air today. How crucial is it going to be for both of you guys to keep up the production moving forward?
Yeah, I think it's going to be huge. Leaning on the older guys, me and Bryce, as a clutch in the pass game is going to be huge down the stretch. Both of us are guys who played a lot of ball, and guys who are experienced. So, you know, just keep building a connection, keep trying to get better, keep making strides each week. I think this week was a step in the right direction, but there's obviously room for improvement and room to get better.
Brendan?
After the Duke game, Xander Mueller talked about the 24-hour rule, how you guys were only going to let a loss affect you for 24 hours before going on to the next. So for both of you, how are you going to take this one and use it as motivation, but also make sure it doesn't hang over the rest of this week, especially with a short week in Maryland on Friday?
Yeah, it's this week it's 12 hours, 12-hour rule. So it's, you know, we're going to get back in the facility tomorrow. We're going to watch it in the morning, flush it, and get right into Maryland tomorrow night. You know, I think guys are going to feel it tonight, as you should, as competitors. But it's just 12 hours now, so we're just ready to get right back into it.
Yeah, obviously it sucks taking a loss, but we're no stranger to a short week. You know, week 2 we had a short week, so we're gonna get right back in the facility, watch the film, learn from the film, and on to Maryland.
AJ, it's the first time in your career you've had 2 touchdowns in one game. What does that mean to you?
It means a lot. It means a lot. Obviously, it would mean a lot more with a W, but you know, the offensive staff trusts me to make plays with the ball and put the ball in my hands when the team needs it, and I take great pride in that. So it means a lot.
Last one, Brendan.
Jack, you talked earlier about confidence, that being a big emphasis on the bye week. Obviously, big confident throw to Bryce in the third quarter, moving the ball downfield 45 yards. What did it mean to you to get that under your belt, especially knowing now that you can make those kinds of passes against Big Ten defenses?
That's awesome. That's a really good football team we played today. A really good defense, really good defensive line. That's awesome. That's everything. I think, like I said, all experience is good experience, but to find a good amount of success today was huge, and we're really excited as an offense and personally to really keep building on that. So I'm really excited.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.